Hello everyone, this is Ron. Welcome to another King of Fighters All-Star video, and in today's video we are going to talk about once again about the plugin plant, and I'm totally excited about it, guys, because in this update we actually have a major upgradation in the plugin plant. Let me quickly show you that in this update they kind of released a new tire, that is tire 7, and guess what? I have already completed it. I have already unlocked the auto replay. So let me show you the gameplay, that how I did it. Basically, I will not show you the all stages. I'll show you the main gameplay of stage number 5 and 6. Basically, the strategy is going to be the same. And the thing is, you need to adapt a certain technique in the gameplay that I'm going to show you. So let me pull the video for you. And now I just finished stage number 4. Now the precondition of playing tire 6 is, of course, you have to complete plugin plant tire number 6. Not only you have to complete, you have to farm tire 6 for quite a long time, because there are certain amount of important plugins that you will need to defeat stage number 7. So let's see the gameplay first, guys. So we are going to start the stage number 5 now, and my team, I'm going to talk about the team a little bit later. I'm going to show you everything, guys. But let's show. I'm playing with Terry. However, you can do this thing with any characters like Adelheid. You can do it with Adelheid. You can do it with Hayden. You can do it with Athena, Benimaru. All these characters can do this thing, and also including the latest fighter. I think Oswald can do it too. But the thing is, you have to have a little bit of momentum in the core. That is going to be helpful. And of course, your character has to be fully maxed up for sure. So let's start, and as you can see, I have kind of sided myself so that my attack can attack or inflict most of the enemies, and usually the enemies will cluster around the center. So try to move yourself to the center when the enemies are on the center. So let's try to defeat these things, and it is not going to be difficult if you can hit the enemies with proper amount of momentum. As you can see that once I make sure that I can hit the characters as a collective mob, they are totally dead. They are totally dead because I have all the equipped mechanisms. And this default finisher, try to use this default finisher more often, because this default finisher is going to increase his momentum, and this momentum is going to help you defeat the mobs easily. Because as you see, the boss, these stages are really strong, but I got them really easy because my momentum is really high right now. Alright, so final boss of the stage number 5. Let's do it, guys. And skill number 3, of course, I'm going to start with the momentum because I need excessive momentum. And now I'm going to press the skill number 3, and once the phantom is ready, look at this. Very easy. If you can just apply the right power at the right moment, it's going to be easy. Now stage number 5 is finished, and these are the plugins that I'm getting from stage number 5. Now before proceeding to stage number 6, I'm going to do a check, a momentum check, a plugin check. What I'm going to do, as you guys know that in these higher stages of plugin plant, you need to empower each and every character with the highest number of plugin power level. That means your character's plugin OP, your character's OP should be high. And how to increase the OP, I talked about in many previous videos, that plugin power level is the thing that you need to increase the OP level. And I'm going to show you that how to operate this thing with the help of the filter system, which will make things really easy. But let's see. Now what I'm going to do, that since I have played recent stages like stage 4, stage 5, and I got quite a good number of high power level plugins. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace these plugins of my existing plugins of this character and simply add the high power level plugin. I don't have to worry about momentum or the plugin effect, anything. Simply just concentrate on the plugin power level, which is going to increase the character overall OP. So let's do it, guys. And I'm just adding this. So I'm already sorted the plugins based on the power level only. So highest power level, this is the highest power level plugin. Look at this, the character OP is increasing. I'm checking that if there is any available higher plugins also for the other characters, because these are EX characters and they can get only a certain amount of power level. I mean OP, because they cannot add the watch shaped plugin. So I'm adding the latest, most powerful power level plugins, and now we are kind of ready. Of course, I'm not going to change Terry's setting at all. Terry's plugin setting is totally going to be different. The damage dealer plugin setting and the support plugin setting is totally different, guys. I'm going to show you in the details. So in this battle we have to participate all of these fighters together. But the main job is going to be done by the main damage dealer. The others are going to survive, or they can also die, it doesn't really matter, but the main damage dealer is going to do the job. And as you can see, I'm just trying to find where the most number of mobs are together, and I'm just going to throw my most powerful skill, that is going to be skill number 3, and do this damage that is going to cover the most amount of enemies. And as you know that Terry is kind of a really great mob killer, and I talked about it when I was reviewing his videos, that his kit is kind of designed in a way that he kind of specially designed for the plugin plant, and he can destroy a lot of mob together at the same time, because his attack has a kind of an aerial effect. Look at this, guys. With proper mechanism you can destroy these enemies, and the proper mechanism will simply come from plugins. So you have to farm plugin plant like religiously. I mean, this should be your one of the top priorities. And I know, guys, it is kind of hard to maintain this amount of time, because you have to be totally dedicated about it. Probably if you use a PC client, that would help a lot, but it's also possible in mobile devices. But then again, you have to farm for a long time, that's the problem. So yeah, I mean, I kind of try to farm in my PC client, and if I didn't have PC client, in any case scenario, I would simply invest in a mobile device, to be honest. I would do it, because this plugin plant is so worthy and so satisfying. The farming, the entire process of managing plugin, salvaging plugin, destroying plugin, finding the right effects. I mean, each and everything is so satisfying, and I'm too much intrigued into this mechanism right now that kofas has totally overtaken my attention and everything. Okay, so now we are on the first boss of the time number 6. As you can see, the boss is kind of a little bit hard, but not really too hard. We will not face a big problem, but the main boss is going to be real challenge, bro. Main boss is not a joke at all. You'll see that, of course, because we have to fight with 3 fighters, and unfortunately my team is very weak. My two characters are EX characters. They're not even ultimate fighters. Of course, they are level 90, but guess what? They don't have watch shape plugin. That's why the struggle against this boss is going to be a little bit harder, but we'll try our best, guys. And of course, we have Mukai as our striker, who is going to offer us and protect us with his shield mechanism. This is going to be very important, guys. Try to use Mukai as a striker, because in the final stage, the most thing you will need is high damage, of course, but of course you need quite a lot of protection. Look at this, guys. I am doing phantom skills, but I am doing really low damage, and you cannot really do anything about it, because to do high damage against this boss, you need to have really incredible amount of high momentum and also high attack as well, and also other supports. For example, skill support you need. Also you need high HP. There's a lot of mechanism comes into the play, guys. So look at this, guys. We are doing our best. We're trying to use our default also to get the maximum amount of momentum we can. Definitely throw the finishers in this stage, especially in this stage. I think more important is going to be throwing the 3PG finisher. Why? Because the biggest problem is the DPS is very low in this stage. You can do the damage, but the boss is actually having a very high amount of HP. Look at this. I am doing my best, but I still cannot clear the bar really fast. So you have to save your time. You have to do the 3PG, but finally we are getting it near, guys. We are getting it done. We are really close, but we have to do the 3PG once again, because we have to save ourselves, and 3PG is a great way to save yourself and at the same time do a huge amount of damage and also get some attack buffs, because these ultimate fighters are actually having these attack buffs in their 3PG. And finally we did it, guys. We did it. We completed the tier 7 of plugin plant, and look at the plugins we are getting. And of course now we have unlocked the auto systems and we'll be able to farm a lot. Look at the rewards, guys. And I'm looking for tier 8 already, because I think my Terry's build is quite strong enough to handle tier 8, at least a part of it. But let me just talk about the plugin plant a little bit more and talk about the character and the build and my team and everything, guys. Look at this, my team. I don't have strong blue fighters. I have this collab fighter, I have this Nakaruru. I have leveled them up with 90, and what I did, I kind of course leveled them up in each and every way, added imprint stones and stuff, but these are not really important, I guess. Most important thing is going to be the plugin, and these are going to be the support characters, that means team members. Their plugin setting is different. You have to concentrate only on the high power levels. That means this text that says POW, there are certain numbers and this is the power level of the plugin. The higher the number is, the higher power level you need to add to these characters. And let me show you that how to operate this thing through this filter. As you can see, this is a nice filter option. It looks like a little bit complex, but you will get easy to understand if you do some little bit practice and just play around it. And there are certain ways you can sort. Their detail sorting is a little bit complex, but based on likes, if you tap on like, only these liked plugins will be sorted. Acquire will sort only the plugins based on recent acquiring, recent achievements, recently found plugins. And this plugin power, it is going to sort the plugins based on power level. That means by default the highest number of plugins will be on the top, so it is kind of easy to find the highest plugin. Just tap on the plugin and see that which is the highest plugin. In this category, in this headphone shaped plugin, my highest plugin is 163, but it is equipped by Terry now. Second highest is for Elizabeth Ivy, it is already equipped with Ivy. Ivy is a team member. Third highest is already equipped with my character, so I don't have to do anything about it. Let's check out 156, also the second highest. The first highest is by other team member. So the main thing is both of these support characters has to have the combination of all the high power level plugins. Let's talk about the other strikers. And in this game, you don't have to rely on linked striker at all. Forget the linked effect. Try to add the characters with highest awaken level, and of course go to those characters and add the highest power level plugin. For all these characters, including the strikers, you have to do the same thing. For the main striker, for your main damage dealer, I mean in this case my main damage dealer is Terry. For case of Terry, I would suggest, for case of Terry or any main damage dealer, I would suggest to use Mukai as the striker, because Mukai will offer the best amount of CP, and on top of that he will give this shield mechanism. When he will be tagged as a striker, he will provide a shield not only to your damage dealer but also to the entire team. This is an immensely important thing in the stage number 6, where you need to fight with all of your team members. And if you are having kind of weak team members like this, compared to the ultimate fighters and compared to the difficulty, they are very very weak, of course. Let's talk about the damage dealer's plugin setting, and his plugin setting or her plugin setting is going to be entirely different. We are going to focus on certain amount of stuff, and the main thing we are going to focus on is momentum. However, this is not the plugin setup that I have used already when I was completing this plugin plant 7 that I showed you the gameplay, because I kind of recently farmed a lot in the plugin plant 7 and I kind of upgraded this plugin. For example, this plugin is giving me, look at this, increase momentum phantom penetration by 14,000. This is a plugin plant that you can get only in tier 7, guys. Look at the power level, 163, very very high power level, guys, damn high. So let me show you how to sort your plugins based on momentum. If you go to your plugin power, go to view more, and you see this list of effects. Look and find momentum increase. Now tap anywhere, the filter will be gone. Now your plugins are sorted by momentum. That means the plugins that will give you the highest momentum are on the top, and your damage dealer should have two things in combination. He should have high momentum, but at the same time he should have high power level too, because high power level is the foremost requirement. So this plugin, for example, 153 power level, look at the momentum it's giving. It's giving us 11,000 momentum, but it has a 40% chance. Try to avoid this sort of effect, but if you don't get anything, 40% chance is actually not too bad. But for example, this one is a bad, because this has a 10% chance to increase momentum, phantom penetration by 12,000. Only 10% chance is kind of a little bit bad, but not really too bad. But let's see some good plugins. For example, this one 10%, no. So this one is good. Increase momentum, phantom penetration when HP is 70% or below. This is good. Let me show you better one. Increase momentum, phantom penetration by 10,000 for 10 seconds when defeating an enemy. This is the guaranteed effect. Even if your HP is 100%, whenever you are going to destroy or kill any mob, you are going to get a huge momentum buff. So this is the ideal thing you should equip to your character, and this sort of high momentum and a combination of power level. Don't forget these classes. It can be a purple plugin, it can be a silver plugin, it can be bronze plugin, doesn't matter. Just focus on the effect, guys. So let me show you the stats I'm having right now with my Terry. If we go to the stat details, and these are the stats I'm having right now. However, these stats are totally dedicated towards plugin plant farming, and if you are willing to do high damage in different guilds or age challenge, you will look forward to different type of stats, guys. Different game modes are actually having different type of requirements. So we are having this 33,860 momentum. However, you don't need this much of momentum to complete tier 7 at all. And with my Terry specifically, I was able to do it with I think 25,000 momentum, but that is specifically for Terry. For many other characters, you might need a little bit more momentum or a little bit less. You need overpower, critical rate, phantom attack, these sort of things, guys. So these are the stats that I'm having right now. So these are the things that you have to concentrate on the main damage dealer, and of course highly leveled up imprint stones, highly leveled up battle cards, and some battle card that I'm going to show you. Of course the set card, it has to be fully leveled up, maxed up with all the best effects. This card is proving to be something useful in the plugin plan that I also found, and I usually use this card in the guild raid, but to be honest, these days I am finding this plugin plan is kind of useful. This card can put some good use. Also this card increase attack SPD, going useful in the plugin plan. Other than that, any strong card, for example, any strong card that is going to give you a huge amount of attack, you know the ideals, guys: attack, critical rate, critical damage. But these two cards are kind of unique, so I found that and I wanted to share. Normal cards like this will also do good. This is a banner option card right now, and I think, let me show you, this type of option card is going to be highly useful, and also some in-game free option cards. This card very useful, and also another in-game option card. This card very useful. They will give you high amount of critical damage and critical rate. However, if you are using Street Fighter Collaboration Fighter, there are some dedicated cards that are going to increase the momentum, I think. For example, for Street Fighter's character, if I remember correctly, we do have another thing. There's going to be probably this card. This card, Street Fighter's momentum increased by 2000. This is really good. Overpower increased by 1000%. Critical rate, critical damage. Excellent card for Street Fighters or Street Fighter 6 and 5. Both of them can actually use. So this is what I wanted to say about the plugin plant 7 operation process, and now my job is continuously to farm again and again to find the right plugins, and I'm going to show you the the plugins that you would like to have in your fighter to unlock the highest potential. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.